And we're back, baby. What is going on? What's going on? I heard you got us a new plug.
I got us a little something here, Jim.
What is that, Mike?
Hey, man, what's up with you, man? How you doing, man? Welcome back, man.
I am doing fantastic, Sergeant.
Yeah,
Cheers to you. Cheers to us. What's in that hand right there, fella?
Boy, I got me a little something, man. A little something. Somebody sent me over, Figured I'd talk about it a little bit. I don't know if you got the cigar smokers in the chat and the fan base, but we got a little something. I gotta hook you up though, bro, because we got a little Crown Royal caramel dipped.
Those are some nice hands,
baby.
Oh wow, Crown Royal. I love Crown Royal. Ooh, I am a fan of Crown Royal. Blackberry, peach.
That blackberry.
Okay.
Something else, man. I heard they got some new flavors coming out too, but we ain't talking about alcohol right now.
Nah, we ain't plugging them.
We talking about some.
What's that? Apple?
Oh, we got a little apple in the house.
Ooh.
Dip cigar with the apple.
Okay.
I don't know which one I'm gonna get to first, but I don't know.
Man, making me jealous. I don't even smoke cigars.
But wait, there's more.
Is that chocolate? What that thing say? Oh, peach and vanilla?
Oh,
dang.
Man, so I'm gonna have to get off this show right quick and go outside. I'm not much of a cigar smoker, and I might start tonight.
That's nice.
Yeah, let me tell you this. This episode is brought to you by a brand new sponsor. Our brand new sponsor is
Blue Line Smokes. In this family, nobody smokes alone. Get the best prices for cigars and cigar accessories. Call the number or visit the website. Hey, you can even click the QR code and check out my boy Denny Peralta. Blue Line Smokes. In this family, nobody smokes alone.
Yeah, man. So, hey, one more thing about that sponsor.
Let's go.
One more thing that you might like. I'm saving this one for you because you my boy. I gotta hook you up. What you see that right there? You see that?
What?
That's that pure white Hennessy right there.
Dang.
Pure
okay. Okay.
Yeah, this for you, Jim.
I'll take it.
You gotta come get it though. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
We smoking cigars in celebration of some successes. First of all, OPL Recaps Nation getting us to 1,000 subscribers. Give yourselves a clap. There's gonna be a little puff pass in the Bryant household.
Oh, snap. Easy now. Okay, and if you're not subscribing, like, share, comment, and subscribe right now while you're hanging out watching this show.
We gotta let them know that we do have an Instagram page that we need them to jump on too.
Yep.
Currently, we're just short of 1,000 subscribers, so jump on there. Invite your friends. Jim, you basically run the IG page. We put a lot of content up there.
I try to slam it like during the weekends because I figured, that's when everybody's been watching the show. They want to see some stuff, but also when you happen to be doing stuff at work, and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? I'll throw some stuff up.
You know what? He always finds me. Somehow he finds me, captures these candid pictures and things of that nature.
That's my job, sort of. I'm a volunteer.
And he's good at his job. Yeah, we're not getting paid for this.
I'm a volunteer right now.
Yeah, we're men of the people. We're doing this on the house.
That's it.
Because we're having fun doing it, and we love you guys. But the stories are also always fire on OPL, the OPL Recaps page on IG. We got our thing going on Twitter. Obviously, there's one more page that we just got up and running. Jen, you want to tell them about that?
We got that Facebook going, OPL Recaps on Facebook, folks. So everybody could chime in. And once we start getting some more pictures uploaded, we'll start throwing those on there. And everybody could start seeing what Off Patrol life is like and what Sergeant Mike Bryant does.
Well, we want to talk about what you do too, but we want to get to that a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna drop a picture right here from the weekend. Boom. That's what you were doing this weekend. Jet skis, baby.
Oh, snap. It was good times. Good times.
It's a good picture, man. I like that. Maybe I'll get a ski or two and come join you.
Come on, fella. Newton got 3 of them.
There's only one of him.
I know. It's weird.
Ooh, maybe he'll offload 2 for a Lolo.
Or maybe he'll just bring them all up here and you can ride.
You can leave him at my house. I don't care. He only needs one by down there. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, Jim. I know this. We had a fantastic weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and not to be braggadocious or take a lesson in narcissism from some friends that I may have, but Daytona absolutely killed it this weekend. Did
Come
they kill?
on.
Did we kill it or not? Okay. Cheers for Daytona. Hey man,
Look,
y'all
y'all the
boys killed it.
heroes.
We get busy in Daytona, man. We don't play around.
I'm proud of you guys, man. You guys showed out this weekend. You came strong. Yeah, you guys, you did your thing this weekend, and it was impressive. You guys had a lot of calls. I'm sure that was only a couple of on the show that you guys had during the entire weekend.
Yeah, I mean, there are calls going on all day, all night, and we're going to different calls. Sergeant Booth is, on patrol at night. He's working. So he's going to other calls, backing his officers up. He's also, reading reports and doing traffic stops. So he can't do everything he does, but then VCAT's just out there doing what VCAT does. They are just absolutely terrorizing criminals, cleaning their streets up, making sure that city of Daytona Beach is a great place for you to come visit, to come work, and to come start a family. So if you want to come to school here, you want to move your business here, we're here for you. We got you. Daytona Plug at its finest. Boom.
Impressive.
I had to. I could do what's up.
So the people that are watching this show, they see what, 4 or 5 patrol cars. How many of you guys have during the night usually?
20 or so or more. It's a lot. Yeah.
They probably only see about 15-20% of you guys, right? That's a good number.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right. You got patrolmen that are out here handling the low-hanging fruit. Oftentimes, they're not even servicing calls, but they're educating motorists, or they're stopping pedestrians, checking on transients and things of that nature, doing business checks. You don't see any of that stuff going on in the city, but business owners and the citizens see it, and they're thankful for that in our city. So I'm sure they do it all across the country, but specifically Daytona, that's how we roll. We're not chasing this car, but we're trying to follow it. There's traffic. So I'm actually on LPGA coming across 95 because I know the car either went up to Mocha. They're not going to continue going West Coast Speedway. If they do, they're going to LPGA and they're doubling back because the car is in the heart of the city. I was on call this weekend, so the detective who called out with a traffic stop was on call as well, and I could hear in his voice that something was up. So anyway, long story short, when they said the Volusia County Crime Center said the car went north on Tomoka. So I immediately said, check the hotels. And that's when Detective Matero turned around and found it at the hotel. But I was setting up stop sticks by the auto mall because I thought it was coming down Tomoka and I was going to stick that crap out of it. Speaking of which, I'm going to drop a photo in here. I got a nasty stick hit yesterday. I dropped the photo right here. Bang! You probably saw this on What's Shady or some of our Instagram stuff. That's neither here nor there. No cameras are with me, but it was a nasty stick hit. Anyway, the guy, we think he went into a hotel room because the dog wasn't tracking anything. We don't think that that's the guy who switched shirts. So I back in Sergeant Booth up when he stopped that guy who thought he was a street side lawyer. And I had a ride along with me. Shout out to you, Carrie. Thanks for being a fan. Thank you for watching our podcast and all that good stuff. You and your husband, Daryl. I'll drop your picture right here. Bang! I mean, we're doing things tonight, Jim.
How'd that ride along go?
It was great, man. We had a great time.
Yep.
So back to the rest of it was fantastic. Another fling wiggle takes place.
Yep. With would you call it a hostage? Would you call it kidnapping? What would you call that?
We're trying to work it as a abducted person kidnapping situation because detectives there noticed she was trying to open the door and get out. Unluckily for her, she was thrown from the vehicle by the suspect, allegedly. That's what she told us. She had injuries consistent with said.
Okay.
After she got tossed from the car, he crashed in the fence or something like that. And then I got stop stick as well.
Oh.
I got stop stick, Jim. This is the first time this has happened to me now. I've seen it happen to other officers, but it happened to me.
That's not good. And you had a ride along.
I had a ride along with stop sticks.
That's quite a story for the ride along.
if she really enjoyed that. Put the picture of the stop stick deal right about here. Bang!
Boom.
I got it. They got me. Selena's sticks actually got me. Thank you, Sergeant Puentes. But he went to jail. She was made whole. She went home. There was narcotics and things of that nature in the vehicle. So that
was good. All right, fella. Let's jump over to Brookford with Chief Armstrong. DUI. I got some things to say about this.
All right, let's see what we got here, because I may have missed this because I was busy that night. So let's see what we got.
All right. Okay. So you can't have an open alcohol.
All right, we'll come back to this. Let's head over to Brookford, North Carolina. The chief there, Will Armstrong, backing up Detective Jake Brantley. This is a DUI investigation.
What?
Say what?
I didn't quite get that one. Okay.
We are in the middle of the test. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I don't care if you said or not. That's fine.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
We're in the middle of performance field sobriety. Okay, you're either going to perform these tests or you're not going to perform these tests. Those are your two options. We're not going to be making phone calls in the middle of this test. I got other stuff to do. One way or another, we're going to handle this problem. Okay, because I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't know that you've been drinking and you've had more than one beer. Okay, I'm not a stupid man. I've been doing this for several years. I was born at night, not last night.
Oh, the classic call, the classic line. I was born that night, not last night. Great job, Brantley. So what happened here? Because I missed this whole situation. Break it down for me, Jim.
So, the gentleman in question with the DUI.
Use that term gentleman loosely.
Yep. He might have had a couple too many drinks. Couple meaning 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He said one beer.
Well, yeah, and then you times 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think you need to keep playing the video.
Back to the video. Back to the question at hand.
Go back to the video and keep going.
Right, here we go.
Yeah, so basically, I was a game right now, right?
It's not a game.
No, we don't play games.
Same chance that I give everybody else.
All right, well, I'm sure.
Okay, so last chance. Are you going to do this test right now?
And then after I do this test, I got to test.
After that, yes, sir.
And then
Are you going to do the test, yes or no?
And then if I do this test,
Are you going to do the test, yes or no?
If I do this test, then what?
Then we're going to decide
Hold
or
that
not
for
if
me.
you're impaired or you need to go to jail.
You know what?
Are you going to perform the test, bro?
Yeah, I perform the test.
All right.
Are you going to perform the test?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I'm done asking you. I'm done asking you, yes or no.
I just said yes.
So we have two options. You either perform the
I
test.
just said yes. I'm saying yes.
Right.
Yes. Did everybody hear me? Yes. Yes.
Get out of the hands, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna get you back. Do you understand the test that I've asked you to perform?
Yes. Yes.
Hold on. Get out of this
That.
man's way, please, Chief.
That is the chief of police. That is not some rookie on the scene of a DUI. I don't think you should talk to a chief like that. Feel strongly about that.
Nor would I. I agree with you there. You know what they say, Jim? Familiarity breeds contempt.
He's done this before where he kind of undermines the chief. And I didn't say anything last time because I was like, okay, he's in his zone.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes he's a little full of himself. Like, hold my flashlight. You hold your own flashlight.
So if you're the chief, you ain't playing these games, is what you're saying.
I wouldn't let it go to my head, but I would kind of pull the person to the side and say, hey, let's remember who's here and who's here, and we're going to skip past this and move on.
All right.
In private, and
Fair enough.
maybe that officer takes it a certain way. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he says, oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Or maybe he has a chip on his shoulder because the chief is young. I don't know. But that's how I feel.
Okay. Well, your feelings there should not go unheard because to a viewer, it may be the same thing. And we are, let's not kid ourselves, the casual viewer when we're at home watching this and we hear things, they see things that we don't hear and see while we are on this show. So that is a point of contention that has to be addressed. And that's why you want Chief Will Armstrong on the show.
Yeah,
We want
because
to talk to him.
I have questions. You have answers.
He does have answers.
He
we
does.
trust that he will tell us the truth. The answers are what lie beneath. So we know that guy, back to the detainee who tried to be Stutter and Steve here, he went to jail, yes.
Mm-hmm.
He did not pass the field sobriety exercises, no?
No.
Okay. All right. So it worked out in that regard. However, Chief Will, we still looking for you, bro. All right. So we were talking about Richland earlier. And this traffic stop that Master Deputy Braylon Salmon was on with the girl with the green hair. Was it green?
We're going to find out.
I think the hair was green.
I think you're looking at my shirt and it's green. I think it was pink, but I could be wrong.
Lord, maybe it's the one too many drinks thing. Here we go. Let's see what we got here.
I cleaned it out.
I mean, you know you done had a couple sips out of it. Y'all smell it, but they ain't even worried about that. They ain't even worried about that.
Y'all can pour it out. I'm just saying, no.
You gotta put it in the trunk. If it's open.
It's a birthday weekend. Please don't. I just burned that bottle today. Please do not pour that out.
Tito's.
Oh my God.
You want me to put it in the trunk?
I got some money in the back seat. I'm putting it right there for you.
You want me to put it in the trunk?
Please put it
Or you want me to pull it out? It's right there on the edge now.
And that's my little hey, it's the birthday
Pot the
weekend.
trunk. Pot the trunk.
He was having a little fun there. He was having a little fun.
Listen, that was fun. You know what I'm saying? The man of the people as well. Master Deputy Sheriff Braylon Salmon, the peace officer, doing what he does, man. That's my boy. I appreciate him.
That's community policing right there.
It really is. Community policing 101, you know. Please don't pour it out. It's my birthday. And happy birthday to her. I don't care. Good luck.
Our boys over at Everett, Washington, with the Star Chase, with that suction cup GPS thing. That's wild.
Let's take a look.
One car that's up here, probably getting ready to take off. So we go try to stop it. I'm coming up. I can hit it with a Star Chase right now. It's on. We're getting on northbound I-5. So I just hit it with the Star Chase. We're going to start tracking it, backing off a little bit so that we can follow and hopefully they don't just start running. We can follow them to where they stop and then recover the car and make an arrest.
So it's in the alley. It's in the 3500 block going north between Lombard and Oaks. Coming out to 34th now in the alley. It's parking here in the alley. Parked right there. That's it. Turn in. I'm staying with the car.
Got him.
Get your arm out. Put your arm out. Get your other arm out.
I got this one.
Hold on.
Man, listen, I just love some good Star Chase stuff, man. I love that technology, Jim. What do you think?
I think it's great, but I got to ask you, did they actually try to pull it over?
You read my mind. I'm thinking to myself.
They didn't even turn lights on, so you didn't even know if he was going to pull over. You just assumed he wasn't going to pull over.
Now, let's just say they assumed correctly because he bailed and he ran when they got there, but you can at least give the old good college try, right?
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, do you really have fleeing charges if he didn't flee in the vehicle?
Well, I think in Everett or the state of Washington, fleeing charges don't really stick anyway. because it's lawless out there on the West Coast. So I think that doesn't matter. So why even bother throwing on the cherries and berries? Let's just follow the car, let them bail, and charge them with Grand Theft Auto.
I whatever. Let's go for it. I mean, they got their man. That's a good thing.
They did, and it looks like they tased them
in the ass.
Wait, there's more. There is more to this story, isn't there?
Yes. Play on.
Oh, baby. How far does this go? Because I didn't see this. Here we go.
Under arrest, man. Stop resisting.
You're going to get
Let us have your arm.
Just relax.
Yes, you are. Relax your muscles then.
Shorts.
He's in custody. Keys for a Jeep.
When you're done doing all that, can I please get my vape?
Let's worry about that right now. There's a little bit of meth in there.
Ow, something's poking me in the ass.
Yeah, it's the taser probe, dude. Don't sit like that. You want to lean back over?
That hurts.
Can you stand up?
Yeah. It's still like.
Hey, just okay, but man, they suck. Stop moving your wrists around.
Ow!
What?
You jerked in my ass.
You jerked in my what?
You jerked in my ass.
Oh, you got close to the microphone for that. Is it a secret or is it just sexual? I don't know.
That's great. That's great.
Well, crackhead, meth head, they say these wild things, and you can't predict what they're going to say or do.
Unpredictable. It's something new every day.
All right, so he went to jail for the stolen vehicle and the narcotics.
Yep.
And that's pretty much the end of that story, and hopefully he got all cleaned up near the derriere.
Michael, you got to tell us about Florida man at the end of Friday night. What happened?
The zombie?
Yep.
And you know where that was. You travel that road quite frequently.
I mean, I work right there.
You sure do. That was wild, dude.
Yeah, the other security guard texted me, said, "What's going on at the end of the road?" He goes, "It's all shut down." And I sent him a picture of said Florida man. And he said, "Holy cow."
To say the least, Marcus actually mentioned the cows being out there. And, we get a call out there, which is actually Volusia County, their jurisdiction, about a guy holding a knife and walking out in the roadway. So Volusia County deputy responds, asking for our assistance. We come out to back him up. Let's take a look at it right here.
Please. Show us your hands. All right. Hey, show us your hands. Yo, show us your hands.
I have a less lethal.
Yeah.
Straight to left lethal. Good job.
Hey, put your hands up in the air. Hey, put your hands in the air so we can see them.
And wave them like you just don't care. So we know where this is going. All right. So he puts
both of them in the air.
Right about here.
Put your hands up. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
So we see what happened here. Okay. We have a suspect, a person in the street. Tell me what you're seeing as a civilian.
So I see a crazy, we'll say crazy person, because he's not listening. He's in the middle of a road, possible weapons. I see an area of escape if he wanted to, which is kind of scary. Like he could have ran over the bridge. He could have ran onto the major highway where those vehicles are traveling behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And just no communication at all from him. So that just tells me he's out there. Like he doesn't want to be helped at all.
because this gentleman seemed to be having a bad day, possibly suicidal, possibly mentally ill. We don't know what was going on. Sergeant Booth obviously showed up to take control of the scene. I showed up. Lieutenant Richie Marr showed up. Volusia County deputies were on scene with 40 millimeter, less lethal ammunition, and we just did our thing. But I'll tell you this: we had all angles covered. We had a helicopter, we had a drone, we had SWAT operators, we had regular patrolmen and supervisors on scene. We were able to ascertain information that the tool or item in his hand was a sharp-edged item. We're not sure if it was a knife or it was a screwdriver or a box cutter, because hours into it, he discarded it into the wooded area. But he kept looking into the woods, Jim, and this is what got me freaked out, because you're talking about the way of escape, the avenue of escape. And of course, if he takes off running, we're devising a game plan behind the scenes. If he runs into the woods or across the bridge, what are we going to do? There's water out there, there's gators, there's all kind of wildlife, coyotes, Florida panther. What do we do? What do you do if he takes off running? Because you really don't have a charge on him, right?
I mean, I don't think so, but you got to ensure the safety of himself and others. And just to the right of you guys was there's a church there. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously the church isn't open, but
it's ironic that he was right in front of a church, being a Florida man, psychopathic, if you will. A bunch of our cars were parked right in the church entrance right there. But if he runs, our thought process was, we're not even bringing a canine out for this, because he may be a threat to himself, but himself solely is not an issue for us. We know that there are transients who live out there and things of that nature, but he hadn't threatened to hurt anybody. So to hold a knife in public is not a crime. We just want to do a well-being check and make sure you're okay. But had he run, off into the woods he goes. He's not in the roadway anymore until the next caller calls us, and then we start this all over again.
So you wouldn't go out in the woods?
Jim, I left minutes after I got there, just so you know.
Did you get some good pictures?
We shall see, won't we? Maybe I'll drop one or two here. Boom. One or two here. Boom. Maybe I'll save a couple of them. I don't know. But I'll tell you this. One of them's going to be the thumbnail for this.
Oh, yeah.
So he was taken into custody without any incident. And all we basically did was first protection. We got him the help he needs. So good job by everybody. And that wrapped Friday night, except for the vehicle that went into a building in Indian River County. Holy crap. That's what closed the show.
I mean, a building or a house or trailer or something?
The home. Yeah, that was tough, man. I felt bad. I was like, oh, God.
Yeah. I don't even know if they found anybody in the vehicle.
No, it appears as if they bailed out. Nobody was in the vehicle. We got an update on first shift, but I'll drop a picture in there and we'll move on from that. So, Saturday night. Night.
Let's get to it. It's long awaited. Started off with Toledo and a shooting at a basketball court or a school. 2 people got shot. It was a bit chaotic. I feel like there was no control for the scene, for paramedics to do their thing, for police officers to render aid before the paramedics got there. How would you have taken the situation, maybe made it better?
Well, let me say this first. Jenna Wicki was by herself tonight. She didn't have Lindsay in the car with her. And of course, she responded to the scene, but it can be very chaotic, tumultuous, and unpredictable when you're coming to a scene of multiple people shot or injured. You don't really know what you're walking into. So hats off to them for getting there safely, number one. Number two, once you get on that scene, you want to make sure that you have separation between the victims and the witnesses. You identify the reporting party and see what everybody's seen. This pulls all your resources, number three, off the street, and they're into this one call because you need all law enforcement officers to respond to ensure that the scene is secure, that our witnesses don't just wander off. And if you have a suspect description, now we need to redeploy from there and try to find where those suspects may be, if they're on scene or if they've gone. So it's really difficult. I like to jump into a little bit of that scene that you're talking about and that chaos so that we're all on the same page here.
The gun? Do they have enough people?
That man right there, he lying on me, on my soul. Look.
Okay, there it goes.
I understand that. Look. Let me show you.
What do you need? What do you need, Grundon? You good or you need anything?
Chris, you good, brother? Really too, man. Call it again, please. Call it again.
All right. So for what it's worth, that is not as chaotic as it could be. I've seen much more chaotic scenes in Daytona based on the location of the incident. So, I mean, what do you see there that could be a little bit better or different? Because I know you love Toledo so much.
I mean, as the scene goes on, more people start to arrive, obviously, because they're probably hearing, hey, somebody got shot, and family members, friends, whoever starts rolling up, and I see a lot of people just moving around and maybe trying to help, but sometimes bystanders don't really help. They just kind of get in the way and hinder police and rescue from doing their job. So as the clip goes on, they get kind of a little more chaotic, but yeah, it's a little much for, I guess, everybody.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You're on top of it. As family begins to get the word that something may or may not have happened, they do begin oftentimes to arrive on scene. And yes, more people added to the equation does mean a little bit more of chaos. The one saving grace I think about this call is information was given that it was a drive-by and the shooters were in the car. That doesn't negate the fact that people all around them could have firearms or weapons. They may have a vendetta or a score to settle with law enforcement, but we're not there to start searching people who are on scene. Our job at that point is to render aid, and whatever happens. And that's what makes this job so difficult and dangerous, because you're dealing with the general public and you never know what their motives are. You agree with that?
Yep, 100%.
Brooke, man, that red hair was popping in that daylight, girl. Good job. She's pretty funny, man. I like how serious she is, because it's almost comical how serious she is. I don't know if I've ever seen her smile. Have you?
Nope.
All right. Well, she likes her job. She takes it seriously. And
after that, you had you guys, Daytona Beach and Noah. You guys had the car chase. Noah, he loves them sticks. He likes to get them ready and just right out the window. Yeah. But he didn't get his chance this time.
Yeah, somebody else got to it before he did. I will say this, Chief Taylor, shout out to Chief Taylor. He did have a traffic stop right before that, where he did the Mustang, convertible Mustang with no back window with the dark tint. And I was like, Chief, man, you just trying to get in that car, dog.
He was stretching. He was stretching. He was stretching.
We should get Chief on here. See if we can get him on the show and talk about that just a little bit. You think he'll come on?
So, yeah, that was pretty comical. The Mustang with bungee cords holding down the rag top and no back windows, no side windows, just literally windows that he said 5%, it looks like. I was like, Chief, you don't even got a tint meter. You just use your hand? I mean, granted, that one window was kind of dark, but could you even call that a legit stop?
You know what? He's been to enough traffic stops with window tint. He can tell by now. You know what it is. I trust the chief. How about that?
He did good. He did good. It was comical. I'm sure it made an entire audience laugh.
No question about that. After that, I think he gave the guy a warning.
Yeah.
Brooke, again, Janowicki had her fair share of calls. She had the domestic. But what I really wanted to get into, if you don't mind, Jim, for a second, was the triple play with the ambulance getting hijacked by the patient.
As the ambulance turns, a trooper attempts to pit. The driver goes up on the sidewalk, but keeps on going.
Pursuing the ambulance, I'm trying to get in front of it for sticks. Broadcasting on Troop C, can you test the ball?
Hey, Crew, just be mindful, your tire's out in the back. I got it. I got me traffic overhead, don't please. Stop traffic right now.
Up ahead, there's a red light.
Stationary at the light, we are continuing.
With the ambulance now stuck in traffic, an officer jumps out of his car with stop sticks and tosses them underneath the tires. And one of the tires is now deflated.
Still southbound on Jonesboro.
Cool. Even with just 3 good tires, the ambulance just keeps on going and is now entering this residential neighborhood.
Tire coming up. Let's go.
What's left of the tire is now beginning to smoke pretty good.
Right now, I'm gonna wait till a good. Hold on.
The ambulance comes to a stop sign and actually stops.
Right, stationary at South Avenue and Cloud, continuing westbound over Cloud.
Officers get out of their cars and the ambulance takes off, losing a tire in the process.
Hold it back over here, you got nowhere to go. That's right, we finna play now.
Hey,
watch him.
be okay.
Watch him.
It looks like a dead end.
Watch him.
The ambulance circles the cul-de-sac and then goes up on the sidewalk, avoiding the pit.
No.
But right up ahead is another officer waiting with stop sticks. Again, the sticks are a success, and now the officers got to keep the other cars from driving over them. With several tires now disabled, the ambulance is now driving on the opposite side of the road towards oncoming traffic.
Watch out.
A trooper pits the ambulance, which then goes across the median and crashes into a light pole.
1050 with a light pole, 1050 with a light pole. He is getting out, black male dreads.
The shirtless driver jumps out and takes off on foot.
Black male dreads, blue pants.
They tackle the driver to the ground, and he's quickly taken into custody. And from the looks of it, he's still wearing those little yellow socks from the hospital.
27-year-old Adarius Williams was booked into the Clayton County Jail on charges of aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer, felony fleeing, obstruction, theft by taking, hit and run, and by the way, he pled guilty to all those charges, and I got to tell you, those socks have some good traction.
Yeah.
Curtis.
Let's go into Daytona Beach. That is where Detective Galbraith was involved with a stolen vehicle. They already caught one person who had been fleeing, they believed.
Dispatch message. So we were responding to the area of a stolen vehicle that's fled from our department 3 or 4 times in the last few days. The vehicle in question was stolen from the city of Tampa. It was involved in numerous armed burglaries and had a firearm stolen in the process. It fled at a high rate of speed, ended up becoming disabled, I guess, into a residence. Numerous people bailed out from the vehicle. Multiple officers gave chase on foot. K9 is tracking on the ground. We were able to detain somebody. Just go slow up there.
Behind your back! Behind your back! Get off him! Ow! Ow!
Back up, back up.
Behind your back.
Stand by. We got a dog bite at 4th and Derby. Taking them to 10-12.
FD, non-emergency dog bite, 4th and Derby.
Ow! Bro, you saw us right here. That's the time to give up, my man. No one got driver.
Boy.
More than likely, he gets the key. Cheers, that's the driver.
And we're out, baby.
You know what, Jim? We had a great weekend. I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate you taking notes. And we pull in here as many of the people. We give the people what they want. And I think the people are going to be really happy with us because the show is going on a break and we have some surprises for those people. You know, we should do a live show and a giveaway before the show goes on a break at the end of August.
Okay. When do you want to do it?
I don't know. We'll talk about it. But thank you guys for watching, right? Thank you for subscribing. And what else, Jim?
Like it, subscribe, share it, leave a comment.
And holler at our sponsor. We're dropping their information at the end of the video as well, right about here. Boom. And we're out.